The previous year, he had decorated the Christmas tree with colorful lights and tinkling bells with his classmates and friends. This year too, he had decided he would have lots of fun with them. Milo was cheerful and full of energy. He was a fun-loving cub who was also very good at sports. His favorite game was football. Every evening, he went to the football academy to practice diligently. Because of his hard work, he was selected for the junior team in the intercity football tournament. It was his first big opportunity to prove himself. Excited, he told his friends, "This time, I'll score lots of goals, and our team will surely win." His friends encouraged him warmly. Coco Rabbit said, "Well done, Milo. You run faster than anyone. We're sure you'll score a goal." Mimi Goat added mischievously, "And anyway, the goalkeeper's scared of you. When he sees you coming, his hands start shaking." Billy Donkey patted his shoulder. "Brother, just score the goal. Everything else will follow." Milo smiled at their confidence in him. But when the tournament dates were announced, he grew thoughtful. The matches were scheduled from December 22nd to the 25th, right during Christmas. He faced a dilemma. If he played in the tournament, he'd miss celebrating Christmas at home. But if he skipped it, he might lose his place on the team. For Milo, Christmas wasn't just a festival, it was a day filled with laughter, family, and fun. That evening, during practice, the coach noticed that Milo's focus kept wandering. Placing a hand on his shoulder, he asked gently, "What's the matter, Milo? You don't look your usual self today." Milo sighed. "Sir, I'll miss Christmas at home because of the tournament. That day is really special to me." The coach smiled and said, "I understand. But sometimes we must make small sacrifices to chase our dreams. Remember, this team is also your family. And you can celebrate festivals with family anywhere." Just then, Coco, Mimi, and Billy walked up. "Hey, Milo, don't worry," said Coco. "You're our star. If you don't play, we'll lose for sure." Milo smiled, though his heart still felt heavy. That evening, his parents sat with him and assured him that Christmas could wait and they'd celebrate it together when he came back from the tournament. On December 21st, the team left for the tournament venue. On the bus, everyone sang and joked, but Milo quietly stared out the window, thinking of home and Christmas lights. Coco said, "If you don't score a goal, I won't talk to you." Mimi added, "You are the best player on the team. Play your heart out, Milo." Milo laughed, their teasing lifting his spirits a little. When they reached the stadium, large posters greeted them. His heart began to pound with excitement. The first match, on December 22nd, went brilliantly. Milo dribbled past defenders, kicked hard and scored. The crowd cheered. His teammates lifted him onto their shoulders, chanting his name. Afterwards, back in their room, everyone was in high spirits. "Did you see?" Coco said. "The goalkeeper just froze when Milo came near." Mimi laughed. "If Milo hadn't scored, we'd have lost for sure." "Enough joking," Billy said. "We have to win the next match too." The next day, they won again. That night, though, Milo sat alone in his room, gazing at the stars. "Christmas is almost here, and I'm so far from home," he murmured. On December 24th, the team won the semi-final and reached the finals. The coach congratulated everyone, but Milo's heart was elsewhere. He thought sadly, "Every year, Santa Claus comes home and brings me a gift. This year, I won't even see him." Noticing his sadness, the coach made a quick phone call to Milo's family. Hearing his parents' voices made Milo feel much better. Tired from the day, he went to bed early. But when he woke up on Christmas morning, he found a lovely box beside his bed. He tore it open excitedly. Inside were his favorite chocolates and a small card. It read, "Merry Christmas. Play your best today." Milo's eyes sparkled. "My favorite chocolates. Santa Claus didn't forget me after all. He can travel anywhere, even here." Looking around, he saw balloons, a cake on the table, and his teammates grinning. "Merry Christmas, Milo," they all shouted. Overwhelmed, Milo cut the cake and shared it with everyone. His sadness melted away. Christmas didn't feel lonely anymore. Soon, it was time for the final match. The crowd roared as the whistle blew. Milo played with all his heart. In the last minute, the ball came to him. He dashed past two players, kicked and scored. The stadium erupted in cheers. His team had won the tournament final. Billy lifted him up and said proudly, "See, brother. You're everyone's hero now." Coco grinned. "Time to celebrate, champion." Milo was named best player of the match. The coach said, smiling, "Today, on Christmas, our joy has doubled." Victory and celebration together. That night, they headed home. When Milo arrived the next morning, his house glowed with Christmas decorations. His parents hugged him tightly and offered him cake. In front of him stood a pair of shiny football boots. "Who are these for, Dad?" Milo asked. His father smiled. You've been asking for them for months. We thought we'd give them to you this Christmas. Milo jumped with joy and hugged his father. This Christmas became the most memorable one of his life. Because through hard work and courage, he not only received gifts but also achieved his dreams. The Christmas of shared smiles. She was very happy. She was returning home from school with her friends. Despite the cold, the whole city was full of lights and excitement. Colorful lights sparkled along the streets, and preparations for Christmas could be seen everywhere. Ruhi felt joyful just thinking about it. Winter holidays were about to begin. As soon as she reached home, she threw her bag on the bed and hugged her mother. What is the matter, Ruhi? You seem very happy today. Your paper must have gone well, her mother said. Yes, Mum, my papers went very well. I will score very good marks this time, Ruhi said. That is wonderful, her mother said, gently tapping Ruhi's cheeks. Now it is holiday time, said Ruhi. Just then, her father entered and asked, What is happening here? Mother said, Listen, the kitchen supplies are over. I have made a list. Please bring everything from the market. Papa, I will come with you, Ruhi said. You know, on Christmas I will bake a tasty chocolate cake with Mum and cut it with my friends, she added. All right, you may come. There is a big shop in the market where we will find everything we need. We can buy the cake ingredients from there as well. Go get ready, Ruhi, father said. I am ready, Papa. How do I look? Ruhi asked. Very pretty, her father said with a smile. Ruhi and her father left promptly for the market in the car. Some shops had toys of Santa wearing red and white caps, and others had shining stars and decorative ribbons. Ruhi held her father's hand. Papa, look, what a beautiful shop, she said. Inside the shop were different kinds of pastries, cookies, and cakes. The smell of chocolate floated in the air. Ruhi's eyes lit up. Wow, Papa, this feels like magic. Heart-shaped chocolates, cartoon pastries, everything. Ruhi thought for a moment and said, Papa, I have been to this shop before. When and with whom? Her father asked. I came with Mom during Diwali, Ruhi replied. The shopkeeper added, Yes, you and your mother bought things from here during Diwali. Those beautiful diyas were from your shop? Ruhi asked, her eyes widening. Yes, child. Diyas, lights and rangoli colors. We sell everything here. Your Najma auntie buys things for Eid, and Annie auntie buys things for Christmas, the shopkeeper said. Uncle, you have everything. Ruhi said, Yes, we keep items for Holi, Diwali, Eid and Christmas, he said. Ruhi was very surprised. The shopkeeper smiled and said, What is surprising about this? No matter what the festival is, its purpose is to spread happiness, whoever shares it, and however they share it. Father bought everything from Mum's list flour, butter, cocoa powder, and some pastries of different flavors. Ruhi asked, Papa, who are these pastries for? Father smiled and said, For you. While returning home, father suddenly stopped the car. At the red light, two small children were sitting on the road. They were selling colorful candles to passers-by. Even in the freezing cold, they were wearing thin sweaters. The children smiled at everyone and said, Merry Christmas. Ruhi looked at them in surprise. Father bought candles from them. Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas, the children said. The bright smile on their faces touched Ruhi's heart. Father placed his hand on their heads and said, Always keep smiling, children. Ruhi watched quietly. Papa, these candles are not for our festival, is it? Then why did you buy the candles from them? She asked. Father smiled and said, Child, happiness grows when it is shared, no matter which festival it belongs to. Your mother makes gujia during Holi, Najma auntie makes sevayan during Eid, and Annie Didi bakes cakes during Christmas. The purpose is the same, to spread joy. Ruhi thought for a moment. Then she suddenly said, Papa, stop the car near those children again. Ruhi lowered the window and handed them the packet of pastries. These are for you, she said softly. Merry Christmas, she added with love. The children were surprised at first, then began to jump with joy. Thank you, Didi, thank you. Ruhi felt a warm glow inside her, as if a small lamp had lit up in her heart. She looked at her father. He smiled and said, Now do you understand? The happiness that comes from giving does not depend on any festival. Ruhi said, Papa, why do we not celebrate all the festivals? Her father gently tapped her cheek. Child, if we all share happiness together, then every day is a festival. Yes, Papa, you are completely right. Today, my Christmas really became merry, Ruhi said. Both of them exclaimed together, Merry Christmas. The honey headache. Yeah, it will be fun, but where is Santa Blackie Bear these days? Asked Chiku Rabbit. We haven't seen him in ages. Yes, I haven't seen Santa Blackie for many days either, said Chickabella. Earlier, we used to meet Blackie every morning on the way to school because he went for his morning walk, said Miko. What if Blackie is ill? Said Chiku. We should go to his house and find out. All the friends agreed and went to their dear Santa Blackie Bear's house to check on him. When the children reached Blackie's house, they found their cheerful Blackie looking a bit sad. At first, Blackie refused to tell them the reason for his sadness, but when the children kept insisting, he finally told them, Children, you already know how much I love honey. My morning begins only after eating honey, said Blackie. Yes, Blackie, we know, said all the children. But I haven't eaten honey for a month, said Blackie sadly. What? All the children exclaimed. But why, Blackie? Asked Chiku. About a month ago, Queen Bee Rita and I had a misunderstanding about the quantity of honey. Blackie began explaining. After an argument, Rita became upset with me and told all the honey supplier bees in Champakwan not to give me any honey. That is why I haven't been able to get any. All the children felt very sad to see their dear Blackie upset on Christmas. After they left Blackie's house, the children decided to try to cheer him up. Chiku told Chickabella to inform all the children of Champakwan about the urgent meeting to be held at Humpy Ground in 1 hour. An hour later, all the children of Champakwan gathered on the ground. As we all know, we are here in this meeting to help resolve Blackie's sadness. So, please share your suggestions on how we can make him happy, Chiku addressed his friends. Why don't we give Blackie a special gift this Christmas? Every year Blackie gives us gifts. This time, we should give him one, Jumpy suggested. That is a great idea, said Chiku, but what gift shall we give? We are all children. We cannot afford to buy a big gift, and perhaps our parents might not allow it. Everyone began thinking. After a while, Chickabella jumped up happily. Why don't we all gift honey to Blackie? He exclaimed. The suggestion made all the children happy. Everyone decided to bring a little honey from their homes and give it to Blackie. The next morning on Christmas, all the children gathered with honey from their homes and set off to give their dear Blackie his favorite honey as a gift. They told him all about their intentions. Blackie became emotional, seeing the children's love. At the children's request, he ate all the honey at once. The children were happy that they had removed Blackie's sadness. But as soon as the children left, Blackie held his stomach and rushed towards the washroom. He had eaten a month's worth of honey in just half an hour, so his stomach was bound to be upset. Blackie kept running to the washroom the entire afternoon. After feeling better with Dr. Jumbo Elephant's medicine, Blackie dressed as Santa and arrived at the Christmas party, singing, Ho ho ho, jingle bells. Everyone, children and adults alike, were happy to see him. The party was lively and exciting. Everyone played games, danced, watched a magic show, ate cake, and enjoyed a variety of delicious dishes. At the end of the party, Queen Bee Rita apologized to Blackie in front of everyone for her rude behavior. She also mentioned that after talking to the children, she had realized her mistake. In fact, after the children's team meeting, they had gone to meet Rita to try to convince her to reconsider her decision. Their efforts were not wasted. All the animals of the forest could not help feeling impressed and proud of the children's wisdom. When Rita said sorry to Blackie, he replied in a playful tone, saying, In friendship, no sorry and no thank you. Hearing this, all the animals burst out laughing. No, my friend, not like that. We have brought a special gift for you, Rita said. A gift for me? I am Santa. I give gifts to everyone, chuckled Blackie, cracking up all the animals again. You have to take the gift, Santa, said Rita as she opened the gift she had brought. It was a big box full of honey. Honey, said Blackie in surprise. Yes, your favorite honey, said Rita. And you have to eat it right now so that we know you are no longer upset with us. And as soon as the bees moved forwards to feed Blackie the honey. More honey? Oh no, never. Saying this, Blackie Bear ran towards his home, covering his mouth with one hand and holding his stomach with the other. Instead of becoming happy on receiving honey, Blackie ran away in fear. Everyone was surprised, while the children understood everything and burst into laughter.
The end.